Hey guys, so you're not going to believe this, but I just did a complete video that was like 30 minutes long, opening this and showing you it, and I had no sound. And because I don't have video editing software yet, I haven't figured out how to do a voiceover. So, hello, welcome back. This is a video about the Smart Planner Pro. I did get a rebate on this, so I purchased it and then they sent me a gift card rebate through Amazon for this, just to let you know. All right, and I'll put the link to the planner on Amazon down below. This is a 12-month non-dated monthly and weekly spread planner. It's an A5 size, so it's approximately 5.7 by 8.6, and it is about the same size as a Leuchtturm and a Hobonichi cousin. It has 160 pages of 120 GSM paperweight. It has a expandable inner back pocket, and they take recommendations and suggestions to improve their planner. So I will go over those real quick with you when I show you the inside of the planner. So it has monthly, daily schedule, goal setting, self-scoring, to-dos, notes section, habit tracking, gratitude, affirmations, a 2020 calendar, 2021 calendar at a glance, 10 lined pages, 10 blank pages, 3 bookmarks, and a pocket. And like it says, it's built on user feedback and community guided updates. So there's that. This was wrapped around it like this, obviously, when I opened it. So, and this is the bookmark that came in it. So this talks about gratitude, because there's a spot for you to put your gratitudes on the day, every single day. So, and technically it's not a daily, it's not like the Hobonichi that has the month, the weeks, and the daily. It is a month weekly planner. Those are the only pages you get. So it feels good. I like the embossing on it. It's like a faux leather, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't say in here what it is made out of. So this is the opening. Tells you how to use this planner on the flyleaf, and then you have a designed on the inside cover, which is odd because most planners don't have that. And we're going to go right to the back cover, just so you know. The back cover has a design as well, and this is the pocket they are referring to. I don't love this. I have no real thoughts on it, but it's not like the ones that open this way, that you put stuff in this way, like pretty much every other hardcover book that you get. It does have a pen loop. I use these a lot, mostly the basic colors. This fits in here just fine, but I don't normally use the pastel. I usually use the medium, or I use the fine point. The fine, this one has a rubber grip, doesn't really fit in there. Or I use something like this, which is a Papermate. This doesn't really fit in there because it slides out. These look like they'd fit. My highlighters look like they'd fit. This is a mild liner. Let me get the cat off the desk. This is what happened when I was videoing earlier without sound, is the cat would come and get on the desk and move stuff and whatnot. So, all right, and it has 3 bookmarks. The bookmarks are just glued into the back of the book, and I don't know if you can see, but they don't go very far down. They only go maybe 1/4 of an inch into the spine. Let me try and get that in for you. And then that's it. So I suspect that they might pull out easy, but I'm not going to test that theory right now and try and pull them out. I hardly ever use bookmarks. I didn't pull them out of my weeks because I was kind of sort of using them, but I usually use tabs. This is an example. So like this is a little, I don't know if you can see it very well, but like I have little clear, well, plasticky things that I used in their little heart shapes and their different colors. I use them in that, and I also use them in my cousin. So like the black one is like the weeks, and the green one is the day, and the orange one is the month. So they all have a purpose. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I don't even know when I'm actually testing this. So we have a how to use this planner. We have a year at a glance for 2 years for this year and next year. And then we go right into the undated monthly calendar pages. We have goals down here, notes, brainstorming, affirmation, and you get to write in your month and the dates. So I could start this now if I wanted to, or I could start this in January if I wanted to. Gotta have my coffee. I think I have cat hair in there. Anyways, so we have this. I don't know how many there is. I'm assuming there's 12 or more, so I haven't counted them. And then we go right from that to the weekly calendars, and there's a good split. Like you get a good split. So you can have one of these over here, one of your bookmarks over here, and then you can have one of your bookmarks in your weeks. And then you can have one back here in your notes section, which I understand why they gave you 3. That's fine. So here's your weeks. You get to date across the top. You have a gratitude for every single day. You have 4 habits to track for the week. This is the row for your habits. It is numbered in light gray. Let me bring that up so you can see. The lighting in here is poor, but so then you have to-dos down one side, which is fine. Like, you know, people prefer to have their note side here or some over here, whatever. And then they give you this little tiny space for notes, which seems a little silly. I would have just extended the hourlies down and actually put the hourly in a light gray starting at 5 or 6 in the morning and going until about 10 o'clock at night, or however you work, if you work swing shift or whatever, so that your schedule is a little, you have a little bit more space. They give Saturday and Sunday their own columns, but then they cut them off short. They only give you the hours in 2-hour increments, so it starts at 6 a.m. and ends at midnight. You get a week in review spot, which they could have used this spot here if they weren't going to do that. And then you get a score, so you got victories and stuff to improve on. So this all could have gone down here. You know, we have a huge notes section here. We have a to-do list or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. The way I would have added more habits too. I would have probably added 8 habits. So you could have split these boxes into smaller boxes and made them 8 habits. Because I have AM and PM habits. Like I want to track when I take my meds, or even water. Like there's not enough space to do 8 glasses of water if you were using that for 8 glasses of water, you know. Whatever. So you have several pages of this. It goes from, let's see, goes from here to here. So this is all of your weeks. And then you have notes and brainstorming. You have a lined page. Now you guys can see the thick black lines, but in between each thick black line is a thin gray line, which breaks it into smaller space. So if you write small, this is great because you have that other line to go by. But if you write big, you have the big space to use. If you write really huge, you just take up more space. Whatever, it's all good. And then you have 10 of those, and then you have blank pages that you can doodle or brainstorm on or whatever. And so I did a pen test, by the way. So here's the back side of that page. You can't hardly see any of the pen on the camera. I did poke a hole in the page with this pen. It was kind of funny. So you might see a little bit of ghosting, but not really. It kind of goes up into here. There is some ridging with the ballpoint pens. I mostly use ballpoint pens, so I don't use fountain pens because I tend to make a mess with them and I break them. And I don't use gel pens because they smear, so I just stick to what I know, what I like to use. I use some artist pens, like this is a Tombow drawing pen. This is a Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen. This is a Staedtler pigment liner. I use those, so I tested those out. Here they are. This is an Erin Condren highlighter in the gray. This is a mild liner in blue and in gray. That's the artist Pitt pen, the Paper Mate that I poked a hole in the paper with, the Bic Quad, and the Staedtler, which I misspelled. So there's that. And like I said, here's the back side of that, which is a little hard to see, but there is a little bit of ridging and a little, like, you can see it through the paper. So I probably should have done it on this page, which would have given me a blank backside, but I didn't want to take up a lot of pages if I didn't have to, you know, if I didn't want to use this. But we're gonna see how it goes. I might give this a try at the beginning of next year, or I might decide that it's not, like, this is tweaking me out too much. I don't know. So yeah, and so like I said, here's the back pocket. Seems problematic in my opinion, but you know, whatever. And there you go. So this is the Smart Planner Undated Pro. So just in case you want to take a peek at it and look at it, I'll drop the link below. I don't know what else to say, so I guess I will go wrangle my cats and get to some writing. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week, since it's probably going to be Thursday when I upload this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.